You ever start dinner in Havana and finish it in Berlin? That's what happened here. I started with Chef John's Mojo steak, bright with citrus, garlic, and just the right kick, and pair it with Brian Lagerstrom's warm bacon-loaded potato salad. Sorry, Brian, if I butcher your last name. This is mojo meets mustard, steakhouse but done at home. Let me show you how it all came together. Welcome to Lay's Kitchen. I started with a marinade, juice from 1 large orange and 3 limes, went straight into a mason jar. A 1/4 cup olive oil. Then I added crushed garlic, cumin, oregano, hot pepper flakes, black pepper, and a full tablespoon of tea salt. Brings it all together. Shake it up, and the flavor base is done. For the meat, I used 2.5 pounds of flap steak and cut it into 4-inch wide pieces. Flank or skirt steak would also work. After patting the pieces dry, I place them in a baking dish and pour in the marinade. Massage it in, coat it well. Then add thinly sliced onion and gave everything a gentle toss. To let it really soak in, I packed it all in a Ziploc bag, layering the steak flat and layering the onions on top. This went into the fridge to marinate. One night is good, I give it a 2. Now for the side. I peeled Yukon Gold potatoes and cut them into bite-sized pieces, about 2 pounds worth. Then shaved 1/4 of a red onion and toss it into a large bowl with apple cider vinegar and a little sugar to soften and pickle while I cooked. Next, I chopped up a handful of fresh parsley. Prep the bacon. I went a little rogue here. Brian's recipe called for 8 slices of bacon, but I cooked 11 to finish a pack. Cut them into 1/2-inch pieces and place them into a deep pot to keep the splatter down. To the stove. I boiled the potatoes with a pinch of salt until tender, about 15 minutes. Full honesty, I left them in a pot a little too long and they were softer than I planned. But hey, c'est la vie, still delicious. In the meantime, I cooked the bacon in a deep pan over medium heat until browned and crispy, about 10 minutes. I left the bacon in the pan until I was ready to reheat and dress the salad. Use a spider strainer to remove most of the bacon bits and some fat for the salad. Reserve a few extra pieces for later use. Time to assemble the salad. In the onion bowl, I added the warm potatoes, bacon bits, parsley, and whole grain mustard. Since I ran out of the mustard Brian used, I subbed honey hot mustard from Harry and David, a little more salt and pepper, a drizzle of bacon fat, then toss everything gently. Meanwhile, my husband was grilling the mojo steak and onions out on the deck. Team effort. He grilled the marinated steak to medium rare and used a copper grill mat for the onions. Once rested, I sliced the steak on a bias against the grain to show off the juicy and tender steak. Serve and enjoy. I plated everything on a wooden board, steakhouse style, Mojo steak slices, that warm mustardy potato salad, and a pile of grilled onions. A few rosemary sprigs for garnish. And of course, I stepped outside to get the obligatory board-holding shot on the deck. Boy, that was tongue-twisting. Then we feasted. 2 chefs, 2 countries, 1 delicious dinner. Please check in the description below for ingredients, step-by-step cooking instructions, and links to products frequently used in my videos. If you enjoy this recipe, don't forget to like and subscribe for more authentic dishes from around the world. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.